Facing surgery and medical treatments, those final 6 weeks before the major surgery felt like living life amplified, every color brighter, every moment charged with a mix of hope and dread. Knowing the date was set created this strange duality inside me. There was the conscious effort to soak up every simple pleasure, the taste of coffee, a walk by the sea, laughter with my spouse, trying to store up good memories. I filled my days connecting with loved ones, driven by a fierce desire to live fully now. But underneath, the fear was always there, a cold knot reminding me of what was coming, a major brain operation. Thoughts of what could go wrong were never far away. It was an intense, bittersweet time. Then, the day itself arrived. I remember walking into the hospital, trying to project a calm I definitely didn't feel. I'd gathered my resolve for weeks, but as the moment drew near, the final checks, the hospital gown, the walk towards the pre-op area, my composure shattered. Fear washed over me, raw and overwhelming. I tried hard to be brave, but the tears came anyway. A real panic rose inside me. I think they must have noticed my distress, perhaps giving me something calming, because my memory blurs into the intense cold of the operating room, the team moving efficiently around me, a mask coming down over my face, and then, silence. Nothingness. It was 8 in the morning, I believe, when I went under. My next awareness was slowly swimming back to consciousness, like surfacing from deep water. ICU. My eyelids felt heavy. When I finally forced them open, the light was blurry. The first sound was the steady, insistent beeping of machines all around. A glance at a fuzzy clock showed it was nearly 5 in the afternoon. 9 hours, gone. Fear, sharp and immediate, hit me first. Am I okay? Did it work? Am I still me? Almost instinctively, my mind started a rapid internal system check. It felt like the most critical minute of my life, stretching out like an eternity. Can I see? Yes. Blurry shapes, but seeing. Can I hear? Yes. The beeps, a quiet voice nearby. Can I move? I managed a tiny nod. My fingers twitched. Am I aware? Yes. The core I felt present. With each successful check, a huge wave of relief washed through me, pushing back the fear. I'm alive. I'm here. It must have gone okay. Then the bigger realization began to sink in. It's done. This huge surgery I had dreaded was finished, behind me. Exhausted and vulnerable, tangled in wires. It truly felt like a massive restart button had been pressed on my life. Not erasing everything, but offering a fresh start, a second chance that felt incredibly precious. As I became more alert, the way my brain was working felt strange, especially with language. When the medical team spoke to me in English, I understood. When they spoke Croatian, I understood that too. But the truly bizarre part was that the first language my own thoughts seemed to form in was French, a language I hadn't used much recently at all. I didn't expect anyone there to speak my mother tongue, Arabic, so that wasn't tested. When I eventually tried to speak myself, the words often came out as a frustrating jumble, like my mouth wasn't properly connected to my thoughts. Thankfully, my surgeon had warned me that temporary speech difficulty could happen after this type of surgery, which kept me from full-blown panic. There was a funny moment related to this, I learned later. My wife called the ICU for an update, and the staff asked her which language I speak. She apparently laughed and told them, "He speaks 4 languages, we have no clue which one he'll use right now." For her and the doctors, it was a small moment of unexpected humor that helped break the heavy tension just a bit. Understanding the why behind the language, strangeness would come much later. That first night in the ICU passed in a haze of discomfort, drifting, surrounded by the constant beeping. I couldn't communicate much, but I felt taken care of by the professional staff. Knowing they were keeping my loved ones informed felt like a vital lifeline connecting me to the outside world. Though those ICU sounds, they definitely stay with you. The next morning brought pure joy, the news that I was stable enough to leave the ICU. The relief was immense. This felt like the real victory. I made it through. I remember being wheeled out and seeing my spouse and family waiting. Their faces showed tiredness and worry, but seeing me sparked this incredible wave of happiness and relief that washed over all of us. Seeing their smiles, feeling their presence close by, that felt like the true start of the new me. The biggest physical battle felt like it was over. The restart was complete. Now the hard, hopeful work of rebuilding could begin. The day of surgery is a profound moment. It's when you place your complete trust in the hands of others and step into the unknown. But the battle isn't just what happens in the operating room. A new, quieter journey begins the moment you wake up. A journey of learning to live in a body that feels different, of navigating a new reality. Join me this coming Monday as we explore the often unspoken part of the path to recovery, handling side effects and changes. If this story feels important, Sharing it with someone who might need it would mean the world. Subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss what comes next. And for the complete journey, you can always find the link to the full book in the description below.